As always, I'll show you some good reps and then we'll talk about what we're doing. And we'll show on the other side, just in case that angle is better. So the medial tricep press involves movement at the shoulder and the elbow. It's more of a punch motion and less of a traditional just tricep extension motion. And you'll see if you try and do this, you'll know pretty quickly that you did it wrong. It's pretty simple to figure that out. So I want you to start with the cable at around head height, and you're gonna start standing to the side, right? Around head height. And I'm gonna grab the knob here with my inside hand, right? The cable is to my right, I'm grabbing with my right, and then I step out with my right. Now, if you step out with your left, is it gonna be the end of the world? No, it's just about stability. You don't need to switch feet. Nothing's going on with the lower body. I like to step out. I feel a little bit more stable with the same side leg forward just to resist that force pulling me back, but it isn't really a big deal. Then I'm gonna lean into the motion a little bit, again, to create more stability. And I'm gonna start with my fist on the front of my shoulder. That's the position I want you to start in. That's kind of the lengthened position of this movement. Now, you'll see that my elbow is tucked a little bit. All right, I'll show you on the left side as well. There's only two positions that I will correct. The first is if your elbow is flared all the way up at 90. The second is if your arm is tucked all the way on your side. As long as it's neither of those positions, make it comfortable for you. That's what matters. Now, you can't see here, and I'll show you when I switch to the left, but the cable is on my trap. It's right along my shoulder, and it will remain there throughout the entire rep. I'm leaned forward. I have that cable running along my trap. Do whatever you want with this hand. I always put it here, just a reflex, and you're going to punch straight out. Now from here, I'm going to bend at the elbow, and I'm going to think about bringing my fist back to my shoulder, and I'm going to punch out. Punch out. Punch. Let's show you on the left side. Cable head height, right? I'm off to the right, but grabbing the knob with my left hand, stepping forward with my left foot, slight lean forward, nice and stable, cable running along my trap, and I'm punching straight out. Watch my elbow, not flared at 90, not tucked to my side, somewhere in here is fine, and you're punching straight out. All right, I'll show you a couple more and then we'll talk about some common mistakes. Common mistake that I see is people forgetting that as they bend the elbow, they need to bring their arm back as well. And so they try and do what they know to be like a normal tricep extension. But you can't really do that here, right? Because that cable is gonna push right into your neck. You know that you've done it wrong is if that cable is moving inside into your neck. This should be moving in a nice straight line. And the only way to make that happen is to bend my elbow and bring it back as it bends. Now, if you have a fancy functional trainer where you can move the arms in and out, you have one of those Life Fitness ones, yes, you could bring both of those cables in, grab both handles and press out. If you have the Prime short bar, if you've seen on my stories, if you have the Prime short bar and you're working out at home or your gym has it, shoot me a DM, I'll show you how to do it. It's a little bit complicated, but could be nice. But doing these single arm I find to be super stable, super comfortable, and not really a downside from doing it bilaterally. So quick recap, just to run you through it one more time. We're gonna start by grabbing the knob with the inside handle, cable around head height, step forward with that working side leg, but it doesn't really matter, whatever feels best for you. Hand in front of the shoulder to start, elbow off the torso, but not all the way flared, right? Cable running along my trap, whatever the hell you wanna do with this hand, and punch straight out. As I come back, elbow bends and my arm moves back. Be careful not to let this, I don't want this where you're like oofing, right? Keep your torso stable. That's why we're slightly leaned forward. That's why we have this foot planted here. Get stable. This is the only stuff that moves. Keep that tension on the tricep. Don't bring any of this shit in there, and you guys are good to go.